Did the mute miss? Okay, all right. The mute button almost won. What's going on, my brother? What's
What's
going on?
good?
What's going on, man? Keep doing what you're doing, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
You doing this and you asking that question, what have you done since the last time we spoke? What have you done since the last time you even on? Real help me realize that what I'm going through right now are some growing pains, man.
Yeah.
I've been going through some stuff. Yeah, man. And I'm like, why do I feel this way? What are these emotions? Da, da, da. And I say that because of everything I just jotted down. So one, I got a spreadsheet created, right? Two, I started to track every dollar. Yes, yes. So I'm tracking every dollar. Three, I stopped using 90% of my credit cards, bro. Stop. Like, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. Ooh, where we at? Four. I'm actually falling in love with numbers again. Like I used to be, again, dance is math and all that stuff like that. But on a spreadsheet and actually looking at it and actually tracking it and actually seeing where everything is going, it's like it's another way of choreography and it's another dance that I'm doing now. So I love it.
sir. Yes,
So I love
sir.
it. I'm figuring out the cycle of payment. So when I say that, it's like I'm selling high ticket, but the stuff that I do, especially with like the schools and nonprofits, a lot of it is net 30 and net 60 accounts. So this is where me trying to pay something on a regular cycle of like every week or every 2 weeks, it's iffy and funny because that's not how the money comes in.
Okay.
The money comes in, either 30 days later or 60 days later or in half. And so I have to figure these things out. Um, so that's where I'm at with that. And I haven't had a 9 to 5 since like '07. So that is like something I tried to write a resume and I'm like, maybe I need to go get a 9 to 5. And I don't even know what that is no. So so I'm just pushing harder with the business and um, created a budget by telling my money where to go because that's the sexy part of it. You tell your money where to go, right? And bring back some more money, babies. Oh, this one, bro. I cut back on traveling back home. I haven't been home since September. I usually go like every 3 months. And that's a majority of where my splurging happens because I love being back home. And that's in Honduras and the freedom and all of that stuff. Um, and then I started testing more offers. I know there's a lot of stuff that I know. Like I only, throw out the schools, nonprofits, and youth organizations here, but there's a whole lot of stuff that I know and I learned over the years that I can do. Um, and so I've been throwing that out there, testing that and everything like that. We had a conversation. Um, the last thing, my why, I need my mental financial freedom back. I had it before. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to just have money sitting there that you don't even need to touch because everything is falling in, you're paying everything in cash if you need to. And then it's just extra money sitting there. And, there's no debt and stuff like that. So that was mentally freeing for me. And that's why I'm doing this again. Mental financial freedom.
Let's go.
Brother, bless you and thank you.
Oh, man, I'm so happy for you, fam. And to the group, uh, once you have your emergency fund in place, and that money's just sitting there, and that will be your 3 to 6 months of expenses, and that's sitting. Anything over top of that is like icing on the cake. So you could take that icing and throw it out into the market or wherever you want to do to invest it and bring you back some more money, babies.
So what I actually did, Che, after having a conversation with you, we didn't use your app per se. I needed to do this. I did an actual spreadsheet and I wrote down every column because for me, being intentional, I have to plug in what we spent for dinner, what that type of thing. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, this line for eating out is way longer than this line for saving, like, balancing out and seeing the numbers on that. So that has totally helped. Now I'm able to say, okay, we need to pull back here and things like that. And that's a big deal for me just to even look at my numbers. Like going in my bank account, I would be afraid to do that, So now being, like you said, faith without works is not dead. God cannot turn my account into millions if I'm not even looking in my account. So going in there daily, and like I said, plugging into my spreadsheet has really, really helped.
I am so proud of you. And the story, I was just listening intensely. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. I have grown since our last conversation, and I already shared with you that I use cash, right? I was always a swiper, right? I have like 20 credit cards. So what I did is put aside cash only to discipline myself for the things that I, use around town, right? For my daughter and I. So Starbucks, makeup, all that stuff, cash. So that was great. But here's one cool thing. You know how you said you wanted uh budgeting to be sexy, right? So
Mhm.
here's what happened. Someone gave me a gift and it was a box of used planner stuff, right? I'm a planner person. So I like pens, pencils, markers, all that stuff, right? Um to-do lists. So, and I was opening this box and I was so excited. And my husband said, I just realized something. And we have been married for 28 years. He said, I've been buying you jewelry for years and you have not lit up like ever. But I see that, I see now that jewelry doesn't mean a lot to you. And I said, yeah, I said, don't you notice? I don't wear jewelry, like earrings, that's it. And I buy them for $1. Okay, you guys. So I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
he noticed in me, like just talking about this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Getting it out there with your spouse. And that means a lot to me, right? So just going deeper into it, and there's levels to it. So
Mhm.
now he knows, don't waste thousands of dollars on me, right? Buy me a planner.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
thank you, Book Bestie. Have a good day.
You too. You too. And also when you and your spouse communicate better over money, then the communication overall gets better. And just like Alicia said, she said it. Her husband noticed because they're communicating more.
Morning, good morning. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you. I love the courage thing. I have since the last time we talked. I remember our conversation. It hit me in the chest because I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And what she wanted me to do was cut my expenses. And I felt like my expenses were already ridiculously, like they weren't even fair to me. Like, like they weren't even, I wasn't enjoying life. But the reality was I needed to make more money. We needed to make more money. And I put a plan together. And so I'm really proud of the results, Che. I think you will be too. My credit has increased dramatically. That's my word. I have been like really, really just super, super like hawking my credit report and making sure like everything is on par. Like this is my moment. This is my time. And so I want like a 950 credit score. Okay. Like
Does that even exist?
that's no, but that's I'm just saying I want to supersede the standard. So
That
I think that living without for so long, it taught me it taught me, this is just for me, how to have abundance and not go run and spend it and go crazy and just, like I'm not so excited to just go blow money.
oh,
Speak it, bro. I received that
let's go.
in the name of Jesus. I receive it. Man, Che, you are walking in your purpose and you letting God use you, man. This is amazing, watching you.
Thank you.
Um, I can tell a long story, but I'm gonna keep it really short. Che, I had two conversations with Che. The first one, it was one-on-one, and he was talking crazy. So I was like, I need my wife to hear what he talking about because he talking about we need to join our accounts and stuff. I'm like, nah, let me put us on a group call. And he talked to us. And based on the information that Che delivered to me, we started using the Every Dollar app. So that app is very good for tracking your budget and you can both log into it. So husband and wife can see how much money is left over month to month. It's very intuitive. It's really easy. So I would recommend using the app. I made sure that we lowered our expenses so that our expenses was less than what we were putting into our joint account. So instead of the account starting to go down, they start to stabilize and go back up. And now I have way more clarity around my finances. Like I can see a path. And, it started when I became an entrepreneur because when I was working as a full-time employee, I had regular paycheck, so it's easy to budget that. But entrepreneur stuff is a little hard, so my finances got kind of haywire. And Che reached out, man. He reached out and blessed me with some information that put me on the right path, and ultimately he's going to change my life. So appreciate that, man.
That means a lot, bro. Keep rocking, man. You put in the work, man. You did it.